I'm starting it up. Blah blah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see how long it takes for someone to get in here. And you can hardly even see my Yeti mic. That's right here. That's what I'm testing. This is a formerly unannounced live stream just to see if anyone else is spending their New Year's Eve at home listening to annoying neighbors fire off fireworks while drinking Zima. Doo -doo. Happy New Year's from Australia. It's already 2019 in Australia, I believe. I think you've been in the stream before, I believe. I recognize your handle on YouTube. Happy New Year. How's the mic sound? I'm using a different mic. And I'm actually streaming this to Twitch as well, just for the hell of it. I don't think anybody even knows who I am on Twitch, but it is going up there just for fun. Oh. So let's see, what time is it in Australia right now? Oh, you were suggesting the knee pads are running. I don't know if you've noticed, I've been wearing my knee pads almost all the time when I go out and ride now. Which, you know, all along I know that it's smart to wear them. And after Marty had his fall, it kind of accentuated the need to wear gear whenever possible. There really isn't a good excuse to not wear it. At least not in my mind. Alright, let's see. Time in Australia. Let's see what time it is in Australia. 12:04 p.m. It's noon on 2019, and it's noon Tuesday in Australia already. Did you realize that, Cindy?
Well, they're on the other side of the world.
Yeah, I guess. Okay. I didn't realize it was that far ahead. Wow.
Yeah, you lose what, 17 hours or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
They there's only a couple people in, but they said the mic sounds great. It's good.
Oh, thank God.
This the mic is as a birthday gift, right? Yeah, from Cindy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it keeps my hands free. Supposed to be a good quality mic. Okay, so it's 9 a.m. Okay, so I guess there's a 3-hour time difference depending on what side of Australia you're on. So it's 9 a.m. where this other guy is.
That would be a 13 hours.
So think help. What do you ride? Are you a skateboarder? Are you a one wheeler? Are you an EEC guy? What do you ride? And if you haven't guessed, there's no formal format for this. I'm happy to talk about anything. See if I got anybody on Twitch yet. Nope, just me, myself, and I. Oh, Ninebot E Plus. That's the wheel that I learned on. And that was my very first wheel that I actually bought for Cindy, thinking that it would be easy for her to learn to ride, and it wasn't. So I was the one that I decided that I needed to force, because we had mini pros before that, and I decided that I needed to learn to ride an EUC because I didn't want to waste $600 on something that we didn't ride. So that's how I got started riding EUCs. And after I bought my M Super, I actually wound up giving my Ninebot 1 E Plus to Cindy's daughter's boyfriend, and I think he still has it. I don't know that they ride it very much, but it still works. I think the battery is pretty beat. Probably needs a new battery, but other than that, it still works. All right. We learned on about another, so I could ride my. Oh, okay. So you have two 9x 1 E pluses. I'm surprised when you bought another wheel that you didn't want to, step up with something a little bit faster or a little bit more range. But I guess if you're riding with your son, I can understand why you'd want the same wheel, maybe. But there's so many options out there nowadays. Just tons and tons of them. Did they have Zima in Australia? Probably not. Check the Twitch. Nobody's there. Nobody's on Twitch. So as you guys have seen, I've been doing all my videos in the last 4 days with the GoPro 7, which is sitting right here. And for the most part, I'm happy with it. The colors, Cliff Woods mentioned how the color saturation is a little high on the 7. I kind of like the way that the video looks. I like the stabilization. It's kind of a pain, like the way that I normally do videos is I pop the SD card out and I put it into, I have an external USB card reader, and it's kind of a pain to get the SD card in and out of this compared to the GoPro 3. It's much simpler on the GoPro 3. This one you gotta pop a door and then hope your fingernails are long enough to get it all the way in there, and then click the door back in. Charger has a door you gotta futz with, and I understand why that is. It's because this, unlike the GoPro 3 that requires an additional case to be waterproof, this thing is actually waterproof as is. So that's the reason you have all the stuff hidden behind the doors. You need something, Cindy? No. Okay. So I understand why it is, but it just is it's a little less convenient when it comes to editing. I like that it shoots in 60 frames per second. I think the video looks a little crisper. So it's all good. All good. Now I just need to figure out what to do with my old gimbal that I have sitting in the shelf for the last 6 months. All right, so your son wants to go faster, but the old man and me said no. Yeah, because I think my Ninebot 1 E Plus, it would, on a fresh battery, I might be able to get close to 15, maybe, top end, before we start tilting it back. So, yeah, but I can understand with your son, you don't want to go crazy. Kids are much less fearful than adults, usually. And yeah, my GoPro 3, I really did get the use out of it. I've had that thing for probably around 5 years. Cindy, didn't you buy me my first GoPro?
What?
Didn't you buy me my first GoPro?
I don't believe so.
I think you did.
Maybe. I can't remember.
I think like maybe
I
our
got you the drone.
that was our first Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought you got me the GoPro too, though.
I know I got the drone.
All right, got a few more people funneling in here. Again, this is just an informal stream. I'm testing my new Yeti mic that I have up here in the corner that I'll be using more often for doing streaming. A little less obtrusive, a little more comfortable than wearing headphones all the time. So, we'll see how it goes. No formal format. Happy to talk EUCs, 3D printing, whatever you want to talk about. State of the world, the secret of life. Why they should make Zima year-round. Actually, I heard some bad news. Like Zima was a big drink in like the 90s or something like that, and then they discontinued it like in mid 2000s, I believe. But then the last 2 years they reintroduced it on a limited basis, but they just made it in the summer in the States with limited distribution. But I heard a rumor that they weren't going to be doing this again next year, which I'm very disappointed to hear. So, like this year, I went out with Cindy and I bought 3 cases, I believe, of Zima at a Walmart at a place like an hour north of here, just to stock up. But now my stock's getting down there, so I'm not too happy about that. So what happened in Marty's fall? Well, from the way he described it, I don't know if you saw the last live stream, he talked about it pretty much there. He was on his MSX. Was it his MSX? Yeah, he was on his MSX, and I guess he was on a rough patch of asphalt. It was like really old asphalt that had a lot of ruts and just uneven surfaces. And I guess he wasn't paying close enough attention to the road surface, and the wheel got in a divot, and it kind of just like turned back and forth real quick, threw him off. And I guess it was such an abrupt fall that it wasn't like he got to even take a single step to try to run it out. He just went right down. And it's funny, like it's not funny, but he said that it happened so quickly that he couldn't even recall how he hit the ground. He's not sure if he landed with his arm up, if he was tucked. His face only had like a little scratch on his nose. So the way his injury is, this one, yeah, this one. He has like a big bruise right here, and he has limited range of motion. So I'm almost thinking that he might have like landed like this. I don't know, but he's getting better. Obviously, he's making videos again. He's doing routing again. But I guess the whole incident kind of made him finally invest in tons of safety gear. He has like a full crash suit that you would see like almost a BMX rider wear now. So, what's that?
It's like a stuntman.
Yeah, he looks like a stuntman. If you're in any of the Facebook EUC groups, you'll see lots of pictures of Marty in his gear. I think he likes the way it looks. So, and he got a new helmet as well, which I actually kind of am interested in that helmet as well because it's full face. But it has 2 visors. It has just like a windshield, and then behind it is a sun visor. So there's 2 visors in there. But the chin piece, the chin guard, actually can rotate out of the way as well. And with the way that I like to drink coffee when I ride, I thought that might be one way for me to still be able to drink coffee, but have a full face helmet the rest of the time. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, Sinan, you're right. I'm sorry. You are right. He was doing a range test on his Tesla. I apologize. That is correct. It was not the MSX. It was the Tesla. And it sounds like the Tesla's, a few scratches or whatever, but it doesn't sound like the Tesla really took a lot of damage, which is surprising. Cindy, could you grab me a Zima?
Another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the cold ones are on the left. The ones I just put in are on the right.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I don't know if you can hear that on the mic, but we have the
Stupid fireworks.
fireworks show beginning with all the people that buy these shitty fireworks.
Where'd you put oh, it's not a bottle opener.
I can just twist it off.
Yeah, but a bottle opener is missing.
I didn't.
I use my handy dandy thing.
I didn't steal it.
Well, I didn't accuse you. Thank you.
Yeah, I have both dogs under my desk right now, hiding because they hate loud noises, and it's just we live out in a rural area, so we got a lot of hee-haws that like to have their own personal firework displays, which I just don't understand. When I was a kid, I used to think fireworks are cool. I used to get like they used to call them inchers, like little explosive fireworks. I thought they were cool, blowing up stuff. And when we would go on road trips, I was always excited to go through some of the southern states that actually sold the good fireworks because I thought that was cool. But as an adult, I could give a shit. And with the dogs, I just hate that they have to go through this. You know. Should we put the sweater on Elsa? You think?
I was thinking about that a little bit.
Yeah. We have a little sweater that we put on her for warmth, but also like they say sometimes certain dogs, like if they have something that kind of feels like almost like a compression garment, it makes them feel a little bit better with noises. So I don't know, but we'll just grin and bear it. It's okay, girls. Yeah, it's okay, baby. It's okay. Oh, hey Clay, what's up, dude? Yeah, I don't know many dogs that like fireworks. You know, and a lot of the people that live out here in the States, you know, they have dogs. And I don't know. I guess firing off fireworks is more important, I guess.
Freaking morons. Oh.
Well, Cindy, you can't say that every time they go off, or you're going to be saying it a million times. It's going to be. It's not just.
It scares me too.
Yeah, but it's all over the place. I mean, everybody around here is doing it. I mean,
I need TV. I gotta put my headphones.
we got the AK.
I gotta put my headphones on.
All right. Well, we got the AK ready.
Yeah, what's it gonna take?
Well, I don't know. We have an airsoft AK-47. I've never shot a real gun in my life, but we have an airsoft AK-47 that has semi and full automatic modes. You know, it's not going to kill anybody, but it could sting a little bit for sure.
Put your eye out.
It would take an eye out. Yeah, that's true. So Barrow, Marty posted a video. Yeah, Barrow's Charcoal. Yes, I saw that video of Marty riding his 14S. I think he kind of, when he talked about his gear, it was with a disclaimer that, you know, when he's doing like little short things, you know, slow stuff, that he's not going to fully gear up. And but he said whenever he's doing like a full ride where he's going for distance, or, you know, he is going to be wearing that stuff. So that's what I believe was the case with his 14S testing. He was just trying it out. Oh, so you had a fall as well? Think help? Yeah, that is. I mean, that is. It seems like everybody has to go through that. When I first got my Ninebot 1E Plus and was learning on day one, I didn't have any gear on, and I fell. And then when I was going over to the school on the second day, I didn't have any gear on, and I fell, and I jammed my wrists, and I had that famous fall where I had a bike helmet on, and I had on lifting gloves as my wrist supports, but I fell on my hip and like banged the shit out of my hip. And then on my Ninebot 1, I had several falls, which were basically just road rash, not really high impact falls. But you know, I think the one time I fell at about 13 miles an hour, and that's what got me into trying to dress more appropriately. And sadly, I think it's human nature. A lot of people they don't learn until they have to. You know, it's human nature. No matter how many times people tell them, they won't learn until they experience it themselves. So it happens a lot. Pet sedatives. Oh yeah, there's one guy's mentioning pet sedatives, Cindy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have some actually, but
I'm thinking about giving her one.
no. I mean, we should put her sweater on. I mean, she's right next to Sadie. I think that might help a little bit.
Yeah. She's got good Sadie.
Yes, they comfort each other. Right? It's okay, babies. It's okay. Good girls. Ouch. I hit my head in the mic. So Clay, you're not going to go see the fireworks down at the pier? I think I did that once. One time since no, twice. What's that?
We did it 2 years ago with the wheels.
Oh shit, was that New Year's that we did that, or 4th of July?
2 years.
Was it?
Yeah, and the 4th.
Okay. So then probably 3 times, because I think I did it once with Allie. Or maybe twice with Allie and then once with you. Okay. Yeah, they have down at the Naples Pier, they have these firework displays, which are really nice. But the beaches are just packed, and trying to get in and out of there is ridiculous. But the one year Cindy and I actually we parked far away and then we rode our wheels. We rode our wheels to the beach to watch the fireworks. So that was okay, but still tons and tons of people. Hey, Marty's on there. Hey, Marty. You enjoying your 17-day vacation? I'm sure you are.
17 days.
He gets off seven. Well, I guess where he works, they closed down over the holidays, and he took a couple extra days, so he has a total of 17 consecutive days off. Must be nice. I worked today, a normal day. It was quiet, because it's New Year's Eve, but I was there. I'm off tomorrow, but then back to work Wednesday. Oh man, Marty, only 7 days left. Hey, how do you like my mic, Marty? Can you see it in the corner here? This is my Yeti that Cindy got for me. People were saying it sounds pretty good, so it's good. Use the jacket. Oh, Clay's on too, Cindy. He says like his dog, he has a jacket for him. Where's the sweater at? I'll put it on her. I'm glad the mic sounds good. This a Yeti is a pretty standard podcasting mic. It's it's not super expensive. It's like $125. It's a good amount of money to spend on a mic, but it's supposed to have good sound quality. There's different settings on it. I think I have it on the setting where it's just the. It was in the bedroom last time I saw it. Right, you can control, I think there's a total of 3 mics in here. And you can control the direction that it's listening. It can be stereo out of the sides. It can be just forward facing. It can be all the way around. And I believe if I'm reading those icons correctly, I have it just facing me.
Put one on Sadie too. Come here, baby. Come. Come
Okay,
here.
we're putting sweaters on the dogs.
Come here.
Sweater time.
Hi, Mama.
You love your sweater.
Come here. Come here.
You think the other one will fit on Sadie?
Yeah. I think so.
Are you gonna get a sweater too? All right.
Yeah.
Yay.
Oh, she's
Good
a
girl.
girl. Like, baby.
Yeah. Wow, and Sadie's gonna get a sweater too?
Sadie. Sadie. Oh, it stinks under here.
Says I've never had a sweater.
Trying to make sounds. That is not my singing. I don't sing well. I'm just trying to make sounds so the doggies don't hear the crazy lunatics next door.
He's like laying into it.
Freaking lunatics. Look at our girls.
Oh, there you go. Now you're all
I'm gonna
safe.
take a picture.
Okay. Now you're safe. Yeah. You're safe. Cindy's going to capture the moment.
Who's scared? Are you scared? Come here, Sadie. What's going on?
You got him?
Yeah.
Good girls. It's okay. Lay down. My feet will protect you. It's okay. It's okay. Poor dogs. Hey, Brett. Happy New Year, man. How long for New Year's for Duff and Cindy? It's it's 8:20, so it's approximately 3.5 hours until New Year's. I'm trying to think how many times that I've gone out on New Year. Like we've done the fireworks. As far as like going out like party to a party. What's that?
Jake and Colby's wedding.
Well, okay, yeah, that was a party. Yeah, there was people we know, friends of ours from the running club that got married on New Year's Eve once. That was quite a party. But
That was amazing.
yeah, but outside of that, yeah, going out and driving and partying on New Year's Eve just didn't appeal to me. Just me and Dick Clark's have spent a lot of Happy New Year's together. Not anymore, of course. Oh, Marty, I know you like audio, Marty, so maybe you need a Yeti mic as well. Yeah, mine is a blue Yeti. They have silver Yetis, but mine's a blue Yeti because it.
Yours is an Eagles color.
Right. Well, it doesn't really look it on camera, but it's almost the midnight green of the Eagles. So I opted for that color. It's cool though. It has gain. It has I can adjust the gain on it. So you're too hot or too low, you can easily adjust it. So seems nice, and I have it on a boom arm, so I can just push it out of the way when I'm not using it. So works out pretty well. Roadrunner, Happy New Year from Germany. So let's see. In Germany it had to already be 2019, I'm sure. Yeah. Jolly Rama, go Eagles. Yeah, damn right, go Eagles. So happy. I cannot believe that they're in the playoffs. If you asked me a month ago if I had thought the Eagles had any chance of being in the playoffs before Carson Wentz went out, no way, man. They were playing terrible. Terrible. And it's just amazing how much of a difference having Nick Foles back in there. I mean, it's almost like the team, like all of a sudden, like had confidence again in themselves, just because Nick got it done last year. That they all stepped up their game. It's night and day how much better the team has played since Nick Foles has been back in there. It's crazy. And then everything fell into place. They won those last 3 games, and the Vikings lost to the Bears. And now, ironically, the Eagles play the Bears in Chicago this weekend. I think they play Saturday, so that's going to be a tough game. But just making the playoffs this year, that's a win for me, man. That's because I thought the playoffs were absolutely not going to happen. So just the fact that Nick has gotten them there, I'm already happy with this season. Believe me, with all the shit that went down, injuries, and just it's a good turnaround. Good turnaround for the team. All right. Itchy head. Think Help says, is it right to think that all EUCs use 18-1650 cells? Do people rework or repair their own? I think a lot of them use 18650 cells, but I also have seen people rework them and put whatever cells in they want. It has to be on my pay grade, and I would never want to mess with something like that. But yeah, people do it. There's someone we talked about on the EUC stream that modified his Z10 pack. I think he bumped it up like another 500 watt hours roughly, almost like the size of the 18XL. So yeah, you can do it. All right, Brett says the new Gotway wheel looks ridiculous. Did you see the size of the carry handle? You had to be a gorilla to carry it. I talked about that a couple weeks ago when I did this show myself, and Marty and I talked about the Nikola some more in our last live stream. And the size is rather staggering. I saw a picture of it next to an MSX, which is a big wheel, and it made the MSX look small. And it's all shell. I mean, the shell is just crazy. I saw Matthias linked up a web page that had a teardown of the Nikola, which I found interesting, because when you tear it down, you see that there's tons and tons of space in the shell. What's that?
Fondant.
Oh,
You have to knead it
really?
before you roll it.
Cindy is messing with fondant. I think it's called fondant, or is it fondant?
Fondant. But fondant.
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 Okay. So it's like Play-Doh.
It's so much fun.
But can you eat it?
Smell like Play-Doh? This is edible. This is icing.
But does it taste like anything?
It tastes like icing. There's sugar in there.
Oh, okay.
Smell it.
Taste it.
No, you taste it.
Yeah.
We'll both taste it. You take a little bite,
All right.
and I'll take a bite. It's sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You wash your hands first?
I did. I scrubbed them.
Okay.
See, I'm doing all this. Gotta get soft. If it stretches, okay. Gotta get it to the right stretch.
Good. So, anyways, talking about the Nikola, yeah, I think it looks cool. I mean, I think the shape and the lights are kind of cool. I think the design with the handle being integrated into the top makes it so thick. Like you said, it seems really dumb to have it that thick where the handle is. Unless you have gorilla hands, there's no way you're gonna be able to pick that thing up easily. So yeah, there's some pluses and minuses. I thought it was interesting in that teardown, multiple spots. The author includes no comment on quality. Basically saying that the quality of certain things didn't seem very impressive. But that's it's kind of Gotway's MO. I know Marty likes it. I know Marty likes a Nikola, and he's trying to get an angle to get one. So, but Marty likes anything new from Gotway. So, and I think overall I like it, but it's not anything that I would have to have. Let's put it that way.
Dilute it like Crisco.
Oh, good.
Here we go, we're gonna roll it.
All right. Jolly Rama cannot believe that they have a healthy quarterback. Well, hope they have a healthy quarterback. Yeah, I know. I was reading about that on the Eagles site that I guess they're saying officially he has bruised ribs. So I'm sure he's going to wear a flak jacket. I'm sure he's going to probably take some sort of pain medication. They might inject the area, and I'm sure the Bears are going to try to beat the shit out of him. So it's going to be interesting. But if he manages to win this game, whew, it's funny. Like I don't know how many of you guys know. I have a blog. I've had a blog since 2003, and I try to write in it like 4 or 5 times a week. And today, what I was talking about was how it almost seems to me like the Eagles situation. It almost reminds me, in a reverse way, of what happened with the Patriots when Drew Bledsoe lost it. He got hurt. And Tom Brady, who no one really knew at the time, came in and basically just won. He just won games. And Drew Bledsoe never played for the Patriots again. And Nick Foles, it's weird, man. I mean, he just the team plays better with him in there. And it seems odd to say, since they've invested so much in Carson Wentz as the quarterback of the future. And I think Carson Wentz is a good quarterback. But there definitely is some intangibles with Nick Foles that Carson does not have, and at least at this point, what's that?
I think the team loves him.
Loves who?
Nick, say Nick.
No, they do. They do love Nick.
I love him.
They love Nick, but I think they love Carson too. But
Not the
I mean, Nick Foles completed 25 passes in a row in the game yesterday, which ties the NFL record. I mean, that's crazy. Carson could never do that. Carson is inconsistent. Carson isn't great at engineering long drives. Carson favored Zach Ertz too much. He had lots of weapons out there he could throw to, but he kept throwing to Zach Ertz, and it just, I don't know. There's a lot of things that hopefully if Nick Foles isn't going to be around next year, at least Carson is taking notes, I hope. Because there's some things that he needs to change up about his game, if you ask me. All right. Hey, this is cool. At least we have some chat action going on for a unannounced stream. All right. So Marty says Gotway wet. It's only a Zima and a quarter. Marty says Gotway wheels are for men. All right.
What? What did you just say?
Gotway wheels are for men.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Marty just got a X.
Well, he's just saying that they're manly wheels. It doesn't mean that a woman can't ride one.
I know that's sexist comment.
It's not a sexist comment.
It is. He just got a gong.
Uh-oh. Marty, Cindy says you got a gong. Foles rocks. Yes, he does. He does rock. And the funny thing is, it's not like Nick Foles is old. He's 29 years old. He realistically, he could be the Eagles' starting quarterback for 10 years. He could, but I don't think it's going to happen.
29?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's a baby.
Yeah, he is.
Nice.
So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens. 1 week at a time. Let's see what happens next week, and we'll go from there. Brett Holtzman says, I have 3 Gotway wheels. Look who is talking, Marty. You were complaining about the little M10-3 handle. Oh. Yeah, good point. I didn't think about that. Yeah, the M10-3 is definitely not a manly wheel, Marty. Although it is fun. But nowadays I'm less worried about how manly something looks. Well, in some situations, it depends. I do daily drive a Prius, so,
You're manly enough to drive.
Okay, yeah. But hopefully I'll be getting a Hyundai Kona maybe sometime next year. We'll see. Think Help says, why not get Marty in the live stream and make it more of a conversation, Duff? He's conversating with me. Cindy's conversating, and I don't have Skype going right now. It's a different setup when I stream solo, so it's a thing. And I have to switch up some of my equipment, and it's okay. And plus, remember, Marty wants to stay on the down low. I have bad breath. Jolly, you steered me off course. No, you haven't steered me off course. There is no course. That's the whole thing. This isn't just a PEV live stream. This is whatever. It's New Year's Eve, dude. Whatever. I don't care. What do you want to talk about? Does not matter to me. Let's talk about Marty getting 17 days off in a row. Marty, I don't know if you heard, but someone made a comment on your KingSong 14S video with the pedals that you were riding with just wrist guards on. But I explained it wasn't a full ride, so you clarified earlier that on a full ride you'll always be wearing the gear, but just FYI. Oh, that's true, Marty. I didn't think about that. You are from Chicago, so yeah, you would be a Bears fan. Well, the Bears did the Eagles a big favor yesterday, beating the Vikings, so I appreciate that. And I'm going to feel bad if the Eagles beat the Bears next week, but, you know. I'm just kidding. I'm just saying that to be nice. Yeah, Marty, I remember the 1986 Super Bowl very well with Jim McMahon and the Fridge, Walter Payton. That team was Buddy Ryan. That team was amazing. That was an amazing year. Mike Ditka, Mike Singletary. That's an amazing team. And the funny thing is, Buddy Ryan coached the Eagles, and that was even though they weren't as successful as they could have been. It was probably one of the most entertaining periods of time in Eagles history that I can remember when Buddy Ryan was there. And what else I was going to say? Oh, and they had Jim McMahon. He was a backup and starter for periods of time with the Eagles as well. Jolly Rama, how about the new fatty EUC? Anyone know about the battery size in that new design? As far as I know, that from what I was reading, it has similar battery capacities as like the MSX, with the top end being 1600 watt hours. But if you saw that teardown video of the Nikola, there's tons and tons of unused space in there that you could put a lot of batteries in there, I would imagine. You could probably get 2400 watt hours of batteries in there. And it is fat. It's fat and it's huge. It's huge. Jens Ronadal says the Nikola looks like the Frankenstein of EUCs. And Marty and I talked about that as well. It kind of they kind of grabbed a little bit of KingSong, a little bit of Inmotion, and mixed it up with some Gotway, and yeah, it definitely does it definitely does borrow from some other companies' wheels, I would say. But that's okay. Gotway took every bad design, every other I didn't read the second part. Gotway took every bad design every other manufacturer ever made and did their own creation. To my Gotway is all about the stats and no focus on design. Okay. Well, that could be accurate. I don't know. I like the Gotway wheels, but yeah, they can be very frustrating, especially when you have to do shit like tighten the goddamn axle nuts, because they use a shitty design, which I'm gonna have to do on my M Super. It has about 800 miles on it, and I'm positive that the axle nuts are loose, because when I'm on it, you can just I get a little bit of rocking on it without any reaction. So it's the axle nuts. It's frustrating that a manufacturer uses a design like that, whereas the KingSong design, I've never heard of anyone having to tighten KingSong pedals or axle nuts. because you can't. You don't have to. So Jen thinks that Gotway should just stick to making nasty, fast, long distance wheels. Who cares if the tire falls off? I mean, granted though, I think Gotway has definitely improved in quality. I mean, it's obvious that they do a better job now with their wiring, with their motor wires. They don't use those horrible, shitty connectors that aren't designed to take the current that's being pumped through in them. The system boards are definitely better designed, better MOSFETs. So I mean, they're making strides. I mean, I think that they've definitely heard the criticism about their quality control and stuff. And I think they're doing something about it, but I still think they're not anywhere close to the other manufacturers as far as QC goes. Cindy Clay asks if you or I have tried a paddleboard yet.
Paddleboard?
Yeah.
Hello?
But,
Yeah, I make the joke that I wanted a paddleboard.
no, I know that, but did you ever actually do it?
Of course I did.
Well, how do I know?
Because I told you.
With when? With who?
Years ago.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I want one, because I've actually tried it.
Oh, well, I tried it.
Okay.
That's why I don't want one.
You don't want one.
And no, I did. I rode one once. It's okay. I mean, I fell a few times, but it just, I don't know. I kept being told that I wasn't doing it right. Evidently, like your low arm is supposed to stay straight as you paddle, and it just seemed very awkward to me. Maybe because my arms are so long, I wanted to like bend both my elbows to row, and I kept being told that was not proper form. I found it frustrating.
I like doing it. I want to do it.
What?
I still want to go with paddleboard.
Okay. What is the? Am I missing out? What is the Ikasu? Is that something new? Is that a new? Ikasu. Ikasu. I don't know what that is. I feel like I should know what that is. What? 20. It's probably whatever they call those things. Oh wow, that's a Gotway item. The Ikasu. Oh wow, and it's available now. I thought that was a joke when I saw that. Huh. $1,500. Wait, let me see if I can link this here on the stream. For those of you, I hadn't. This is the first I've heard of the Ikasu, however you pronounce it. Behold the Ikasu. You know, I saw the they had a fat tired version. It looked like just an EUC with a fat tire married to a one wheel, but I did not see this. I don't know if that would be fun or appealing to me or not. What do you think of this, Cindy? Are you busy?
I'm a little
Okay. No, you don't have to touch anything.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
No, it's called the Ikasu.
Yeah.
1,000. It has 1,000. It's okay, babies. It's okay. 1,000-watt motor, max speed of 35 kilometers an hour. Interesting. Range of 45 kilometers, and it's an 18-inch wheel. Yeah, it's interesting. That doesn't really appeal to me, but it is interesting, I guess. I didn't realize that they were actually for sale already. So Brett says that he wishes Gotway would step away from the rainbow theme on their LED lights. Well, Well, I think Marty and I talked about, well, actually, Marty brought up how it's annoying that their app and their API is so archaic that to control lights, you have to use button presses on the power button. You know, hit it, 14 times for green and 15 times for red or whatever, and then another 5 times to change the pattern. That's stupid. There's a lot of things that Gotway does that make no sense to me. The fact that their app is so terrible, the fact that they don't allow firmware updates via the phone, although every other major manufacturer does that because it makes sense, because if there's a safety problem, you can correct it easily. So if they had a better app and more intelligent control of the lights, you could change the colors, you can change the patterns, like I demonstrated on the 18L and the 18XL. You can there's an infinite amount of ways you can tweak that. So just having just the rainbow option is kind of dumb. That's a limitation on their interface to the wheel. Oh, Clay says he has 2 paddle boards. Cindy's like, oh.
I'm jealous.
It's not Gotway. Yeah, it's not Gotway. Oh wait, that Ikasu is not a Gotway. It says Gotway on AliExpress. Or is that just is that clickbait maybe? Oh, interesting. Like when you look at the item specifics, it says the brand name is Chickway. CHICUWAY. That's funny. But when you look at the actual detailed specs down below, it's totally different than what's up top. Whatever. I'm not getting one. Just put on your headphones.
I can't. I'm covering Crisco.
Do you want me to put them on you?
No, it's okay.
Alright. I'm not sure who dislikes fireworks more, Cindy or the dogs.
I'm going to go over and explain to them I have a heart condition and an AK-47 and they need to shut the hell up.
Yeah, just walk over there with our AK-47 airsoft gun.
Okay.
It's a fully loaded clip too. It has a.
I'm not afraid. I'll bring my pink Beretta too.
It has a snap-in clip that holds I think it's like 300 BBs. What? Unless you have it close to your face, I don't need the popper on it.
Oh, okay. It's a spit guard, isn't it?
No, it's so you're not popping your peas.
Oh.
But I'm not close enough. Like sometimes you'll see people that are broadcasting, they like have the mic like an inch from their mouth. But I'm not doing that. So Jolly says that's not the one. It's an EUC. Click the link.
Oh, great.
What link am I supposed to click? What are you talking about? The Facebook. Oh, yeah. See, when you guys post links, I can't see them. I think they automatically get filtered out in the chat. I can't see when you guys post links. Can the other people in the chat see the link? I don't know, but I can't. So let me search that again. I just clicked on the first link, so I saw them. Ikasu A8. Oh, okay, that's the thing I was talking about then, I think. Oh, ugh. Ooh. Okay, so were you guys talking about this here? Let me see if I can get this in here. Tell me if this is an Ikasu or not. Cindy, do we have any whiskey?
Why do we need whiskey? You never drink whiskey.
I'm just kidding.
We have apple pie moonshine.
We do?
Yep.
When?
What do you mean when?
Since when do we get that?
No, I got the strong stuff. It's in there.
Really?
Yes.
Was it for New Year or Christmas Eve you got it? Yeah, I know, but did you make it for Christmas Eve?
No.
Oh. I'll taste some.
Have you had it before? I
Yeah.
like cinnamon.
I like the apple pie moonshine you made before.
Oh, okay.
So is that an Ikasu right there? I assume so. Oh, Clay says that you should put on the Grinch outfit before you paddleboard.
Oh, I would totally do that.
And what happens when you fall in the water?
Yeah, it'd be a little heavy, but I'd wear a float. I got a flotation vest that's green that would match.
So you'd put a flotation vest under or on top of it?
Yeah,
Oh, under it. Oh, okay, good.
Bikini under it, flotation vest, then my Grinch costume.
Yeah, Jolly. So I think that is the wheel you're talking about. I don't know. I guess it's okay. It's fine. Yeah, after riding the Z10, I mean the fat wheel thing, it's fine. It's not a compelling reason for me to want to have a fat wheeled vehicle like that. What are you doing? Are you using the jar opener? What are you doing?
Yeah, to open the apple.
I'll open it.
I got it.
I can't believe that we've had this. Well, it stays good for a long time, right?
Oh yeah, it gets stronger.
Any of you guys ever had apple pie moonshine before? Tastes good. It's dangerous because it tastes
Dangerous.
it literally tastes like apple pie. So you just drink it like it's nothing, and it has a very high alcohol
I'll
content.
make him some. He lets me go paddleboarding.
You say that again?
I'll make some for Clay if he lets me go paddleboarding.
She said she'll make some for Clay if you let her go paddleboarding. Sounds like a fair trade, I guess. All right, gents. Thanks for stopping in, man. Closing up on 3 a.m. here in Sweden. All right. Appreciate you stopping in. Much appreciated. I waited for my apple pie moonshine. Boy, we got 3 hours to go.
We're not gonna stream for 3 hours.
Yeah.
You ready with this?
Oh, that's all I'm getting?
You're getting a shot. You
was
don't do more than a shot. Are you crazy? You'll be
Okay.
asleep in an
I thought I
hour.
was going to do a thirsty 2-ouncer.
No. You can hold 2 drinks.
Okay,
So-
this is apple pie moonshine. You ready?
Oh, you want to interloop?
No, we should toast.
Okay, toast to 2019 and all the amazing things that could happen. 2018 for surviving all the bullshit that happened.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers. Very strong now. It's yummy. I'm gonna be sick.
Yummy.
I hope that doesn't kill us.
I think the stuff we had before is less strong. I don't know.
No, it gets stronger. This is it.
What's the alcohol component of that?
Just vodka.
Oh, it's vodka?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oof.
I'm chugging water with it.
Now, Clay says he can't drink that kind of stuff.
Oh no, mine isn't like moonshine. It's only
But he says he'll let you ride the board if you can get me into the Grinch outfit. Well, I guess you're not getting on the board, Cindy.
Oh my God! I can get you in the Grinch outfit. Who feeds you? Who cooks your meals? Who scratches your head? Huh? Okay, he'll wear it. Plus, the real truth is, I got an extra large to fit him.
I mentioned that somewhere that I know you got a second one that you thought I was going to wear
Yeah.
mistakenly.
No, that's the one you're supposed to wear. Mine is a different one.
Oh, the green one is what I'm supposed to wear?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Grinch was yours. The blue one. There's a blue one that says "I'm Yeti for bed."
But I'm not a Grinch.
No, you're the complete opposite. Honest to goodness, you are the antithesis of the Grinch. You are.
Right.
You are.
Although we did take down all of our Christmas lights. If you saw the one wheel video that I posted on Saturday evening, we took down all of our Christmas lights, and I don't think I've ever taken them down before New Year's. So I almost feel like a Grinch. But I didn't want to take them down tomorrow. I didn't really want to take them down next weekend, so we took them down Saturday. So. Oh well. Brett says I should check out the Revzilla website or Bike Bandit. Highly recommend the sneaker type motorcycle boots for protection of ankles or an Achilles tendon. Motorcycle boots for riding ECs? I would think that'd be very uncomfortable. When I first started riding, I actually bought myself a pair of like mild hiking boots that I wore. But the only reason I bought them was because when I first started riding, I was so focused on clamping my legs to the side of the wheel and in turn having my ankles smashed against the side of the wheel that my ankles always hurt. So I wore these hiking boots because they had some padding around the ankle area. But now I just wear flat skater shoes. You know, I find flat-soled shoes the most comfortable. You know, like my sneakers I wear for the gym and stuff, they are not comfortable for me to ride in. I just wear flat-soled shoes. I can see that the benefit of, you know, wearing motorcycle-style boots like that, but I don't know. I'm not. If I fall, my feet are not what I'm really worried about. Although there are surely situations where it could be a problem. Hey, there they go. Get out the AK. Just do some warning shots. And it's cool that this airsoft gun, it's battery powered. So you know a lot of the cheaper airsoft guns, you know, you have to pump them up for air pressure, but this thing's battery powered and it fires fast, really fast. Oh, they're like height. Okay, let me look. Revzilla or Bike. Okay, let's look up Bike Bandit. That sounds more fun. I'm still streaming on Twitch, by the way. If you guys are bored of looking on YouTube, Duff67 on Twitch. I'm on there, and you'd be all by yourself because there's nobody watching on Twitch because nobody knows that I have a Twitch account. Okay, Bike Bandit. Lay down, Sadie. It's okay, honey. You can lay down. Go ahead, lay down. Lay down. No, you don't want to? You can lay down. It's okay. You're safe. Okay, so let's see. Riding gear. I would assume it's riding gear. And it would be footwear. Well, see, I've seen like the stuff that EUC Extreme wears. Even though I haven't seen anything from him in ages. And it's some of these style boots. That's kind of crazy looking. It almost looks like Iron Man boots. Okay, I see some of the shoes there. Yeah, they do look like high top sneakers, sort of. Here's the Revits, $219.99. I have a hard time paying that much for shoes. Some are $100, I guess. But yeah, it's interesting though. Interesting. I'm usually either wearing Vans or my Chuck Taylors when I'm riding nowadays. I wonder if Marty left. He might have. I learned something new tonight. I've never done text overlays on my streams, but now I can. It's great. All right. So Brett, what are you out riding now, or what are you doing that you have your riding shoes on? Or you just wear them around the house? Sydney Clay thinks that a picture of you in the Grinch outfit holding the AK would be kind of funny.
Okay.
She's still, you're still needing fondant, right?
I'm playing.
You are?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So Andy Adams says the best gloves to get are hillbilly gloves. I've never heard of them.
Hillbilly.
Hillbilly. I've never even heard of the brand. Hillbilly gloves. Let's look them up. Hillbilly wrist guard gloves. Oh, so they're gloves with wrist guards incorporated into them. I see. Oh, they sell them on Amazon. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And it would protect your fingers, obviously, if you fall from road rash. But this, with Florida weather, wearing gloves like that, I would be so uncomfortable. It would not be fun when it's 95 degrees and 90% humidity, like it is down here for 6 months. They're not that. The ones I'm seeing, they're $30. Not that expensive at all. Hillbilly gloves. I think Marty now is wearing full gloves. I think that's part of his gear, I believe. Do this. Here's the gloves. Maybe not. Try this again. So I assume anyone that's in chat here is not going out for New Year's Eve. It's not working for some reason, but I assume you're not going out. I mean, you still could, obviously. In the East Coast, it's only 9 o'clock, so plenty of time to go out there and go crazy. But I'll be right here. So Andy says the hillbilly gloves, they make them without the fingertip. Okay. I mean, I have Killer 187 wrist guards. That's what I've had for forever. They've been good. You know, a couple times I have taken some spills on my wrists, and they've done their job, so they're fine. I have a link to them in the description of all my videos. Clay says he wears gloves when it gets into the 60s. Well, that sounds like Cindy. Cindy does the same thing.
Yep.
Cindy is a Florida native.
Is Clay native?
I don't know. I don't remember, Clay. Did you say, are you native? Are you a Florida native? I don't remember if you told me that or not. I do not recall. But Cindy grew up on the east coast of Florida, whereas I grew up in Pennsylvania, hence why I am an Eagles fan. So Andy says that you just bought a Gotway Monster 84 volt 2400 watt hour. Wow, congrats. You bought it new, and let's see, it's 36 degrees and raining where you are. Where do you live? So that'd be a bummer to buy something like that and then have shitty weather that you can't really get out to enjoy it. And I've had thoughts of making mine into a 2400 watt Monster. I could do it. I believe all I need to do is just buy another 800 watt hour pack, and I can make mine into a 2400 watt hour. I just never really thought that I had the need range-wise to do that, but now that Cindy has the Dualtron, like that ride yesterday, you know, we went like 33, almost 34 miles, and she was happy as a pig in shit on the Dualtron, you know, because she can switch between sitting and standing. It's a lot more comfortable. It has cruise control, so she can just, almost ride it like a bike. And when we got to the end of that ride, my Monster was out of juice according to the app. It said I had 0% battery left after that. So yeah, maybe I should think about getting an 800 watt pack to throw in there. I don't know. Let's see what they cost. That's the thing. Usually when you buy batteries, they're ridiculously priced. Cindy.
John.
So Clay's been in Florida since he was 7.
Oh, he's
So-
a Florida.
Well, not technically.
Yeah.
Close. Close. Yeah, I just realized we have no New Year's decorations behind me.
Nobody ever has New Year's decorations. What kind of person are you? What?
Hmm?
Who would do New Year's? Like, nobody does that.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Silly boy.
So Andy is in upstate New York. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good luck finding great times to ride up there during the winter. Well, I mean, if you got your gloves and everything, you can do it. It's not going to be a fun experience. And I certainly wouldn't want to, I don't know how experienced of a rider you are, but I wouldn't want to bang up my new Monster, riding on, snow or ice. Where did you buy it from? Did you get it from E-Wheels or somewhere else? Or used? $600 for the pack, huh? Where did you see that? Let's see if I can look up what a Gotway Monster battery pack costs. And where I can get it. Probably on eBay. Because I don't know that Jason stocks the batteries. Or maybe Ian does. Let me see if Ian sells the batteries. Looks like he has a lot of parts for the Monster, but not the batteries. Oh wait, you know what? I lied. He does have it listed on his store, but he has none in stock. I could probably buy it on AliExpress, I guess, or something like that. Yes, Andy. Cindy did totally blow my ass away on the Dualtron. That thing it's amazing. I mean, it really is. And like I've said before, that is like the entry level for the dual motor Dualtron scooters. I mean, you can get multiple times crazier as you go up the line. It's amazing how hard those things accelerate and maintain speed. It's crazy stuff. They're cool. I never thought that I would think that they were cool, but they are definitely cool in a totally different way than EUCs. Brett says, I've never done a review on the MSX. I would like to hear your opinion. Well, that's because an MSX was never a wheel that was circulated around like the Z10 or the 18XL by E-Wheels. Yeah, I'd be interested in trying one. I'm not going to buy one, just for the sake of testing it. But I would be interested in seeing, the differences compared to my old-fashioned M Super V3. I'm sure an MSX feels like night and day. I did when that guy came down to test drive the Z10. He did bring his M Super S 84 volt that I rode briefly. Because my M Super V3 is only a 67 volt wheel. So I rode the 84 volt M Super S for a little bit, and it felt fine. It felt slightly stronger than mine, but not night and day. It wasn't a huge difference. So Andy, you have a V8, an IPS, and a Monster. Okay, well that's a good collection. Although you are missing an M103 from that collection. Although I guess the IPS kind of fits that role, sort of, but not really, because it doesn't have the same kind of motor strength that M103 does. You know, the strong motor in that thing is what makes it so maneuverable. Oh, so you got your Monster with a private sale. Okay, good. Good for you. You got yours for 300? You got what for 300? The Monster? It was stolen if you got it for 300. Be a hell of a deal. I think my Monster costs me 2,000, right around 2,000, I believe, from eWheels. 1,600 watt hour. Yeah, Andy, you really need to get an M103. Just take my word for it. You really do. Don't mind me. I almost feel like I have a headache. I wonder if it's from the moonshine.
Of course. Want some water?
No.
Then that's just silly.
What do you mean?
You should drink water.
I don't know if you guys can hear this. I'm playing the Marty video of him on his 14S on the little walkway that goes over the freeway. And he just has wrist guards on. Oh my. That was actually part of his video that he did with the pedals. It looks like he broke out the riding on the freeway as its own video as well. Oh. Oh, you got the battery for 300? Okay. Does he have any more? I'll sign up for that deal. So Cindy, is there anything else that you want to say in the stream?
Can you stay on for 5 minutes?
Yeah. Why?
Because I made you something.
You made me something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not that.
Cindy made me
Very
something.
close.
So I had an aggravating email today. I got for Christmas. Cindy had an Apple Watch 2, and it was flaky. It wasn't the crown, the digital crown, wasn't working right. And any screen that involved scrolling or whatever, it would the display would shake, and like the volume, if you're listening to music, would change up and down. And long story short, I got her an Apple Watch 3 for Christmas with an extended warranty this time. With my thought being that, okay, well, I'll get her Apple Watch 2 fixed, and then I'll use it, because I've never had an Apple Watch. And I'm like, okay, well, why not? I'll do that. So I looked in what's involved, and they basically have a flat rate fee to fix it, and they send you a box, a FedEx box. They overnight you a FedEx box, and then it's a prepaid shipping label in there for overnight delivery to Apple to repair the watch. So I got the box, put the watch in, sent it up to them. I got an email this morning saying, okay, hey, we received your watch, and we'll update you when we fix it, or when we do whatever. And I got another email, I swear it was not even an hour later, saying, we're sending the watch back, we couldn't find the problem, or we couldn't duplicate the problem. And I'm like, what the hell, man? I'm going to be so pissed if they send that thing back and it's still screwed up. It seems like whoever looked at it wasn't thorough at all. I mean, it was a very easy problem to replicate. So if they send it back and it has the exact same problem, I'm gonna raise holy hell. Holy hell. Yeah, because it's like 200 with shipping. The flat fee to fix it is like $250. So yeah, they're gonna fix it one way or the other. So I found that very annoying. Very annoying. I hate when people don't do what they say they're gonna do. I think I'll stop at 2 Zimas. You think that's a good idea? 2 Zimas in the moonshine. So Brett says that you ordered the lower pads from AliExpress for the M10 III, and the same name Chickway was listed. Are they any different than the ones that come with the M10 III? Because those are shitty. If you're just getting more shitty pads, they're gonna probably wear out too. I mean, mine are already pretty beat up, and I just ignore it. I don't really care. I don't really understand why they would. I don't understand a lot of things that Gotway does. It's like they don't engineer certain things that seem obvious to us to last. And those ankle pads on the M10 III are just one of the many examples.
Okay, it's my first attempt at icing and decorating cake. It's my first time doing it.
Oh wow, it looks pretty good. It's fun. It looks smooth.
I can't turn it sideways.
No,
I don't know what to. It's not about me getting in there.
I know.
Can they see the 2019?
Yeah.
Without the cake falling?
You can see it, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Happy New Year. For
Mhm.
you.
Yeah, it looks good. Good job. So, okay, guys, like I said, this was primarily just for me to test out the audio quality, and it seems like that test is successful. It evidently sounds good. I did a little bit of testing on my own ahead of time, and it sounded good to me, so I just was hoping it would sound good to you. So I'm glad that it does work. And I don't know if any of you guys listen to this as a podcast. We mention it now and then. I've mentioned it. Marty's mentioned it. That this is available as a podcast. I don't know if I'll make this episode a podcast or not, but it's available as a podcast on iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify. And it's actually pretty listenable. It's a good way to pass some time. Like if you have a long commute or something, just look up. I renamed it. It was Marty and Duff's EUC show, and I think it's just called Duff's PEV show now. But the links for everything are in the description of all my videos. So yeah, feel free to add it to your device of choice if you want to. Okay, Brett, I understand. It's important to look good. So anyways, guys, I'm going to be signing off. I hope you have a good New Year, and we'll see you on the flip side. Tomorrow I'm off, so you never know what's gonna happen when I'm off. I am thinking about doing a dummy's guide to one-wheel riding, from a perspective of someone that never has done any sort of board sports to any significant degree before. I thought that might be somewhat interesting. So we'll see what happens. So anyways, hope you guys have a good New Year's, and thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you soon. Duffman out.